I've been good. I've been good. Thank you for your time. Hope the
All good.
gym's all right.
Yeah, it's not too bad here.
Doing what?
Feels
Very nice. Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll kick it off. To start us off, we'll go with Brad Lewis from News Hub.
all good.
Thanks, Bella. Hey, Kai, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. Hey, I asked Izzy the same question. The bubble. What's been challenging about it? Like, again, you're a guy that does enjoy a bit of private time. What has been, I guess, the biggest challenge about being stuck with 10 of your best mates for a few days?
I guess learning about everyone's little annoying habits they do. People that snore that you want to punch, but I don't actually have that problem. I'm in my own little office studio, so I'm not in the marae where everyone else is sleeping on the jiu-jitsu match. So yeah, I'm the lucky one. I thought Eugene was gonna pull rank and kick me out, but I think I scared him off with my salt lamp and my vaporizing machine. So yeah, so that's how I got to choose the ensuite with the nice windows that have the sunset coming in. So yeah, it's been good. It feels like school camp. You know, everyone's kind of excited. Um, you know, we're always in each other's space. Go down to the supermarket together. Um, yeah, just pretty much train, eat, sleep, repeat. You know, that's on our minds, and we've got a date set. So everyone is just motivated, and it's an awesome atmosphere to be a part of, especially with the craziness that's around us right now. But you know, for us, we know how to just knuckle down and get it done, and it's all business.
Seen in the past, Kai, with team sports like the Kiwis and rugby league, they get better in tournaments when they spend more time together over the course of the tournament. They bond, they get better. Do you feel that that could be an opportunity for you guys to actually peak at an even higher level come fight night in 5 weeks' time?
Yeah, definitely. We already have a pretty strong bond here of brotherhood and camaraderie, but I think that yeah, this will definitely bring us closest together. We're midway in our camp, but it's an awesome way to kind of elevate it to that next level, especially with massive fights in front of us. You know, Izzy defending his title against an undefeated fighter. Shane making his comeback after a little bit of a layoff, and me and Brad trying to make back to back performances, previously fighting at UFC Auckland. So I think it's been about 5 months since I last competed. Feels like it's been a while, but I feel like now it's the right time. You know, I didn't want to come into a fight camp not ready, and that's why I've kind of waited out to see how the rest of the world and how everything was kind of working out before I committed to a fight camp, just in case the fight was cancelled, and um, making all that extra effort for not the outcome. So now it feels like it's all falling into place, and yeah, being in this team environment, everyone's elevating everyone to that next level where they need to be, and yeah, I'm excited to just see everyone as myself as well perform and showcase what we're doing in New Zealand. We're so far ahead in the world with all our lockdown, and we thought we were free for a little bit, but back to reality where this virus is still out there, and we've still got to continue what we've been doing, and that's just the hours done in the gym, and listen and trust our coaches. Eugene Behrman, one of the best coaches in the world. City Kickboxing, one of the best teams in the world. So we'll showcase that come September 26th.
And final one from me, dude. You've spent the last couple of fights on the prelims, two fantastic fights against two really worthy opponents, and now you're sort of fighting yourself on the main card, sitting under Izzy and potentially the Dominic Reyes-Jambakovic fight, if that does get the all clear, against the guy who made quick work of Tim Elliott in his last fight. Pretty good opportunity for you in a division that's got a new champ to really have a statement performance, almost a breakout performance against a guy who's riding a bit of momentum at the moment, giving his last performance.
Yeah, he's 1-0 in the UFC, fought a tough veteran. Tim Elliott got a good win, got a nice arm triangle. I feel like Tim really pushed the pace on that fight, and that's what was his downfall. Brandon was good at weathering that storm and finding a way to finish him. For this fight, I know he's going to be. I saw he was training with Alex Perez, another top flyweight contender, someone that I will schedule to fight. So that they're helping each other out, which is fine with me. You can get all the help you can get, but I train at one of the best gyms in the world with two current UFC champions. So for me, it's something I'm just going to stick to our game plan and stick to the coach's advice. And come September 26th, I'll be ready. I know he's a black belt jiu-jitsu, something to respect, but something not to hide away. If we go to the ground or in these scramble exchanges, I'm more than confident and happy to be there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight. I know he's going to be trying to take my spot. I'm ranked number 7 in the world right now. He's number 10. I'm not too many fights away from a title shot. So one fight at a time. Just got to continue this momentum, and hopefully after this fight get a quick turnaround. I don't want to sit on the shelf for as long as I have been for 5 months. I want to get back in there as soon as I can. So hey, Dana White, let's get the UFC back to Auckland. I feel like it's time now. We'll get out of lockdown. We'll get out of this level 3. Everything will go back to normal, and I can see it right now. December, all the boys at City Kickboxing and our own hometown card at UFC Auckland to finish the year off the right way.
Just created my lead for the day, bro. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Cheers, bro. All the best.
Cheers, bro. Thank you.
Thanks, Brad. We're going to throw to Chris Reeve from New Zealand Herald.
Hi, sweet.
Hey, Kai. You just touched on it before, just how you've been on the shelf for 5 months and not really wanting to get involved in a fight until, you sort of knew what was going on in the world. When or how long ago was it that you kind of decided, all right, it's all right to fight again now?
I think it was pretty much after Dan fought. I was like, I want that feeling again. And then with Alex as well, backing that up. We were all pretty itching to go again. So yeah, it's nice that we've all ended up on the same card together. It's a lot easier when a few boys are on the same card together, preparing, and also with coaches and cornermen dividing their time up together. So this one, just feels right. So wherever this fight is, Dubai or Vegas, yeah, we'll be well prepared and ready to do it once again and represent New Zealand on that world stage.
And seeing what Alex Perez has done after you and him were meant to fight, do you feel like you missed an opportunity by that fight not coming to fruition?
Oh, we did have a scheduled fight just before we went into that first lockdown after Israel's fight in Vegas. But these things happen. You can't really dwell on it. And good for him getting a good win against a top 5 guy. And now he set himself up for potential contender title fight against Brandon Moreno. So he's done well. But we'll be seeing each other soon. Anyone in that top 5 after this fight will be taking. And yeah, I'm not looking past my opponent right now. It's just all a part of it. You just got to look forward to what's in front of you, and after that, go to the next one. So we're going to be respecting his game and what his strengths are, but we'll be well prepared, and I feel like my experience will help me in this fight a lot.
And just finally from me, can you just share some thoughts on Cody Garbrandt coming down and immediately getting the title shot?
Yeah, it's pretty bittersweet. I wanted to fight Cody. I thought would be a good fight, especially making his flyweight debut. He's a he's tall bantamweight. I can't say big. Yeah, tall bantamweight, which is the first time fighting at flyweight. So we don't even know if he's going to make weight yet. So yeah, he had a good fight. He threw his right hand, closed his eyes, and landed the shot. Now he's got a title shot. So I can see what the UFC are doing. They've chosen the bigger names and the bigger draw cards, which is fine. It's going to get more eyes watching our division. But I feel like it's just going to go the same blueprint as what TJ, when he fought Cejudo, cutting weight for these bigger guys doesn't help them. Cody doesn't really have a chin. From what I've seen on his last performances, he's kind of lost it, and cutting a bit more weight and then going against a heavy hitter like Figueroa, I feel like it's going to be a bad night for him. And I'd love to have that fight after Figueroa retains his title. So Yeah, it should be a good fight, but I can only see it happening and finishing one way, which is by knockout for Figueroa.
Sweet, man. Thank you.
All the best.
Thanks, Chris. I'm going to go to Clay Wilson now from Radio New Zealand.
G'day, Kai. Just talking about having 4 of you guys on this card.
Yep.
What is the magnitude of that, having 4 guys who are not only Kiwis, but you're all teammates as well on a big UFC card like this?
Yeah, it's massive. It's something that we've always kind of talked about, and we try to get these cards happening where we're all on the same card and we're all working together for the same date. It's just convenient for our coaches to all be there, and in fight camps it definitely elevates us to that next level where we need to be in that top conditioning and physical shape where we're only fighting the best in the world. So yeah, it's going to be awesome to be backstage with all the boys and traveling over to where the fights will be, either Fight Island or in Vegas. Yeah, to have that kind of comfortability in the locker rooms, going out to step into the stadium, the empty stadium with no crowd, but you still get the same feelings. The goosebumps and the butterflies are still there. And then once that cage closes, you feel so much more confident, knowing that you've got all these teammates and all the support around you that makes you just want to fight that much harder. And especially being Māori and coming from Aotearoa and representing New Zealand, I definitely bring that into the cage. And I felt that when I last fought at UFC Auckland, having that hometown advantage was amazing. Coming up to Poirier, seeing all my friends and family, a lot of family that haven't seen me fight before for the first time, and that really helped me to step up to that next level where you need to be just clear-headed and game face. And it was awesome to get the win in front of my hometown. So I'm looking to continue that momentum coming September 26th, and climb the rankings and hopefully be one step closer to that UFC flyweight world title.
Just in terms of the New Zealand following that you guys have got, with not too much sport going on around the world and in New Zealand, when this card's going to happen next month, do you feel like it's a chance to get a few more eyeballs and grow that sort of New Zealand audience even more?
Yeah, definitely. We're all about breaking barriers and getting through to the mainstream, especially a lot of like rugby heads and mainstream sports. See combat sport, combat athletes and combat sport as that niche market where it's not really that well known, but we're definitely with Israel, leading the way, and Alex being a part of our team, and Dan and all these guys doing so well. There's definitely a blueprint here of the younger generation that are looking up to us, seeing how to actually pursue this career. Because when you take this as a lifestyle, it's you got to be all in. You can't you can't dabble in the sport. You're going to get hurt. So we're definitely going to be having a few more eyes on us, which is awesome. We welcome that. We want to get as much people as we're watching us, and all of New Zealand supporting us. When we win, you guys win as well. So just like when the All Blacks play, it's something to be proud of, and we don't take that lightly. We feel very privileged to be able to represent, and especially being Māori, represent New Zealand on that world stage means everything to us.
I'm sure the other guys at the gym, your teammates, have motivated you for a while, but having now Izzy with a title, Alex with a title, Dan being a genuine contender in that stacked lightweight division, what does that do for you? You're a driven person anyway, but does that just only intensify your drive and your belief in what you can do?
Exactly. It's all a mindset. Being around these guys all the time, rubbing shoulders with world champions, you see the kind of mentality that they have, and they were world champs long before they had the title draped around their waist. So to me, I've always kind of put myself on that pedestal where I got to be the best version of myself, and to do that, I've got to be a complete professional and make sure in these fight camps, no stones left unturned, and I've got to just put everything into it. Which this is my life, and this is what I've dedicated it to. So it's one of these things you just got to be 2 steps ahead, already thinking about this title fight, visualizing, feeling it, going to bed every night, dreaming about it. But it's all right in front of me. I'm only 2-3 fights away from a title shot, being 4-1 in the UFC, ranked number 7 in the world right now. Brandon, the next guy I'm fighting, ranked number 10. Get past him. He's trying to take my spot. Just another win on the column. And we just keep climbing the rankings and hopefully get someone in the top 5 for my next fight.
And just last one from me. What's the process in terms of you guys getting out of New Zealand? Do you need clearance to do that? What sort of things do you have to go to make sure you can get out of the country?
So this is why I've waited a little while to take a fight. Dan was kind of the blueprint of how we would go about it. You know, he got out fine, and all our coaches got out fine. So there's ways around it, and we get exemptions from the New Zealand government to help us. You know, because we're representing New Zealand and you know, playing a professional sport. So there's ways around it, and yeah, I'm glad that I don't want to. The one thing I didn't want to do is, you know, commit to a 10-week fight camp, and at the end of it not being able to even leave the country. So we'll still be able to do that, and now there'll be 4 of us with our team as well. So maybe get the private jet to come pick us up if Izzy gives Dana a good word. But nah, we're going to have a fun trip, and we'll be more than ready. And yeah, just ready to put on one of our best performances yet.
All good. Thanks, mate. All the best.
Cheers, bro.
Thanks, Clay. Just want to check in with Jackson from Stuff. If you've got any questions for Kai?
Yes, sorry, can you hear me all right?
Yep.
What's up, boy? How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. How you been?
Good, good. Nice lid on you. Right in that anniversary vintage and all that, mate. Hey, hey, Kai, mate. I just wanted to, for those who might not know a lot about your opponent, obviously you're confident. You're not going to gas him up too much. But what does he do well? And what are you expecting come fight night?
Yeah, so my opponent, Brandon Ravel, black belt in jiu-jitsu, coming off a fight of the night performance against Tim Elliott where he submitted him with an arm triangle. So, you know, he's got a dangerous ground. He's crafty. He used to fight in LFA where he was the current champ. So I know he's going to be tough. Anyone in this flyweight division's tough. You know, my last opponent wasn't ranked in the UFC, but you know, everyone's going to have heavy hands and gas tanks, and they're there trying to take your head off. So they want to take my spot, and I'm training just as hard, you know, to make sure that doesn't happen. So he's a lot taller than me, my opponent. But, you know, that's the same scenario that I'm always in. I'm always a shorter fighter, so it doesn't change too much for me. We're working on game plans that will you know, counter his strengths, but in saying that, we'll be sticking to our game plan, which is you know, no secret, city kickboxing. You know, we like to stand and we like to trade, and at some point I can see us trading, fighting down on both our mouthpieces and swinging. I feel like that's been the trend right now with everyone fighting for the first time while we've been in lockdown. You know, everyone's just excited to kind of feel that rush and that adrenaline rush that you get when you're trading and you're missing punches just by an inch, and you're connecting these loud shots where in the crowd usually you'd be masked by the sound, but since there's no crowd, you know, you can feel it and you can hear it crisply clear. So I'm looking forward to this fight, and I want to live up to my fight name, Don't Blink, and hopefully put him away.
Awesome. And just lastly, you've mentioned a lot about the potential of winning this fight and what they could do for you. Fighting down in rankings is always risky. Are you nervous at all about, you know, what a potential result, particularly in your division, you know, if it weren't to go your way? Obviously, that's an assessment you guys made before taking the fight.
Yeah, for me, I'm not really too worried about rankings and numbers. You know, in my division, you just got to keep winning. That's the fastest way to climb the ladder and get to a title shot. So 4-1 right now. Not too worried about, you know, the rankings of this fight, but I know he'll be coming to try to take my head off. So we're going to be one step ahead. And being in fight camp right now, you know, we're living at the gym since we got announced at level 3. You know, we've quickly grabbed our mattresses and our sleeping bags and made our way to the gym, because that's just kind of sacrifices you have to do. You know, New Zealand might be closing down for a little while, but the rest of the world isn't. So, you know, the job's still in front of us and the date's set. So we knew we had to come here and, now we're just training, eat, sleep, repeat at the gym, and it's a great atmosphere to be a part of. Having all the boys, working towards one goal now, and really pushing each other. We know what's expected of us, and now it's awesome just to continue like the usual, having not having the comforts of home, but still being able to get this working.
Cheers, bro. Appreciate it. Good luck, man.
Cheers, bro.
Thanks, Jackson. And just lastly, if Jake from ESPN has any questions.
Nothing from me. I think everything's pretty much been covered off.
Yeah, cool. No worries. I just wanted to make sure that you're all good before we let Kai go. All right,
Thanks.
Kai, you're all good.